The other thing to note is that the players with the bigger minutes are all in white. They're all in the Spanish lineup. You know, it's Nichols, Zargai have all played more minutes than anyone else in the game. Samuelson is the only player for Great Britain that is over 12 minutes in that first half. Sorry, Leedham played full team. So it's Samuel. Here we go then. Wherever you're joining us from, sit back and enjoy. As Lau Palau comes off the high screen, soft switch, and they switch back. And a turnover to start with. Samuelson gets a piece, Zargai couldn't handle, Jones has it. Handy in transition, puts it down the middle, goes strong, far side of the ring, and what a play though. Defensively, that's how to challenge a shot. And Nichols pulls herself up off the floor with a huge smile on her face. He just took that away. Inside, outside, Cruz, feet set, knocks it down, and we said there's a long 2, not a 3.
And we see the coach's Mandela's move, putting back that core, and exactly what he's done in that yesterday's game. And now I would say even from those couple seconds of the game that Spain has kind of put the higher gear in speed, intensity and everything. So it will be really interesting to see if really they play that first half just to give them minutes, and now it's time for them to start.
Well, Jones goes with an interesting runner. But Spain switching defenses hard into the passing lane, and you're right, the intensity is like well, it's twice what it was in the first half. Great Britain have to respond. High-low option is turned down. Palau for free is no good. Indoors on the glass, but so is Carly Samuelson. And having that extra height at that small forward spot for Great Britain is invaluable. But Great Britain want to keep that tempo the same. And Leedham's always going to be the entry because Palau won't be in the lane.
And if you're a GB player, you don't really want to change. You were leading in the half time, and
and Joe Leedham looks a little longingly at Coach Bruschetta. It's a little static. And she threw up the paw. This is the play. That's a foul. I'm sorry. There were 3 officials on the floor, but it's all over her forearm. We have slow motion, though.
Exactly. But what we have to say, again, Laura Nichols put all she could to try to block that shot.
You can't knock, I'm not giving Laura Nichols a hard time. It's tall, indoor with a turnaround, and her and Benley are just feeling it.
Yeah, she's just showing in today's game why she was a part of All-Star team in that World Cup last year in Tenerife.
Handy, knocks down the 3. And Great Britain go back to what Great Britain do, and that's looking to knock down the perimeter shot. Handy starts both halves with the 3 for her 6 points. Palau with Nichols on a slide to the low block, guarded by Leedham. Nichols is just going to bounce her in there with a running 2. And they'll take that because I still don't think Laura Nichols is as good on that lateral movement. Now she's guarding Leedham. Anything could happen here, but Benley takes the lane away from Leedham. But Benley's guarded by Palau, and Palau has to foul.
That's been great recognition from John Leedham to communicate for Temi Benley to go and post that because she had Leila Palau on her back. That shows the experiences Joe Leedham has from EuroLeague and all over the Europe.
Turnover out of bounds, and Laura Nichols, you cannot say enough good things about her in terms of her work rate, her effort. And we said right at the beginning of the half, Spain's switching defense was really aggressive into the lane. It wasn't just an exchange of players, it's taken away the pass, which puts more pressure on the execution offensively. 2-point lead for Great Britain, 7 to go in the third quarter. Palau outside the 3, guarded by Jones, goes deep to indoor. Benley arrives. Palau sees the floor so well. Zargai with a runner, drops it inside. Nichols blows another one. And Joanna Leedham. And Nichols played a lot of minutes last night as well. I still think this game back-to-back games is an issue for some players, especially early in the competition. Joe Leedham to the ring, to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's a great example again that good defense brings you offense, and that last defensive position for GB has been just excellent, doubling Astu Endor in that low block and allow her to see any open pass and rotate, pick up the players, and it just brought Leedham to completely open line all the way to the basket, and Marta Jaja could only commit a foul.
Moncanai comes in for Chantel Handy. And Needham, after 23 and a half minutes of basketball, gets her first 2 points. And that tells you what a great team performance so far for Great Britain. Needham goes 2 for 2 from the line and always finds a way to help her team. Palau. And Spain need her right now to show real leadership. Moncanai's all over Nichols. And Palau now, who doesn't have that same spark that she had yesterday. Gets it from the three-point line, looks to put it on the floor, pulls up, rims one in and out, and that pretty much sums that point up. Lead him again. You don't stop her, she's going to take it out. Yeah, Palau comes up with a play, looks down the floor long, Zagai's released, and then Dorr blows the layup. And Great Britain dodge a couple of bullets, but I don't hear the Latvians and the British fans complaining. I hear some worried Spanish fans as Samuelson goes to work on the dribble, gets to the lane, stops, steps through, great little lean, doesn't get the roll. And Cruz, 3-on-2 break. There's some tired bodies on the floor for how early it is in the game. Palau in the lane, knocked away. This looks like the end of the tournament.
No. And GB does a great job right now recovering from those mistakes offensively or missed shots. Really unallowed now that Spanish team to run their transition breaks.
Beck Bentley gets a chance to go to work with Nichols. She's going to work to the middle. Great second step. No. I think the Great Britain team believe that she's going to the line. He's called it offensive. So
yeah.
The Spanish team believes she's going to the line too.
I think even Laura Nichols thought that she committed foul.
Because she's kicked the ball away.
Yeah, and that's really for warning. Yeah, I think the official gave her warning.
So she didn't get the tech for kicking the ball away. Everyone on the floor thought it was a foul on Nichols going to the basket. And the official in front of us called it a foul on Great Britain.
I think the tempo of the game.
I just wanted to clarify all the parts of that decision.
I think all that type of phase of today's game, I think confusing even the officials.
Yeah, well, let's leave it at that. Zagai, great defense by Samuelson. Zagai steps through. Tough play. In the same way that Leedham does it for Great Britain, Zagai does it for Spain. 2-point lead for Great Britain. This has a look at the Czech Republic-France game where the team that's supposed to win is trying to find a way to establish itself. And the Czech Republic held on for a long, long time. Fak Benley, same place, same move. Puts it on the floor, goes up. Little touch on the two is good.
And this is just a great adjustment from Temi Bergland not to go all the way around the body of Laura Nichols, but to pull up the jump stop.
That's a travel. Substitutions, Sheridan Green will come in for Fak Benley. No substitutions yet off that Spanish bench. He leaves the starters in for, and this is Spain's pretty much chosen starting lineup.
Yeah,
last night.
I would just say that first half definitely didn't help the Spanish team because it seems like they can't find the flow of their game.
And now there's a lot of holding going on both ways. Leedham puts it on the floor, goes strong to the middle, kicks. Extra pass, Moncanana for three. Short defensive rebound by Nichols, and Spain look to run and they give it up through the air. Zagai in transition, doesn't get stopped. No. You can talk about that, I can't talk about that.
Thank you, Mark, for the words giving me. But I'm not really sure. This hasn't really been dropping at all. You can see Carlos Samuelson being in a great position.
That's defensive stance. Even if it's a blocking foul or a charge, I don't care either way. So
there has been contact. Yeah.
It's the same official who called the offensive foul down here, and we're not going to talk about him because this is more important to talk about the players.
Great Britain has 2 team fouls.
Interesting.
No, we're not talking about it. We'll just say it's wrong and we'll move on.
What important is Spain is 3 down.
3 down still, and still there. Dominguez has it, and then Dorr still going at it. This time against Sheridan Green. Zagai looks inside.
It almost almost seems that they are so out of flow, that Spanish team, that they're making the mistakes which you would never say that they will make, because this pass was not even close of the hands of Marta Sjojaj's teammate. So
Dominguez all over
great
Van der
pressure.
Waal. Great pass, though, to relieve the pressure. You are kidding me. Dominguez has it. Sylvia Dominguez off the screen, looks inside. Indoor with a foul line. Jump shot is sweet, and she's having a perfect game. Tremendous execution. Samuelson. Cruz just plays defense. Samuelson looks to step through, fires one up again. Van der Waal on the inside, doesn't get the drop. Green with a great offensive rebound. And everybody's on the floor. And Great Britain get a new full team. Green at the high post, puts it on the floor, ball's knocked away, got to stay with it, steps through, scoops one up, gets the two. And it doesn't matter what's going on the floor, both teams just playing through it. Zagai and Spain only have changed Palau. Dominguez comes out top. Zagai looks inside, ball's knocked away. And with 2.5 seconds on the clock, I think everyone loves an underdog, right? There's a few Swedes that have stayed. There's a few well, the French would always want Spain to lose. And apart from a few Spanish fans here, the gym's pulling for the underdog, and the underdog still has the 3-point lead with 2:24 to go in the third.
Yeah, and especially when the underdog puts hard into the game as
Dominguez,
GB does.
And GB then get a 24-second on top of everything else. Great effort to the defense. And Spain, let's just say disjointed, out of sync. Van der Waal, Dominguez and Cruz defensively are just putting on a clinic. Dominguez's turn now with Van der Waal. Needs a pass. Simpson relieves the pressure. Takes the ball screen. Monkinana picks and pops. Puts it on the floor strong. Goes hard to the hoop. Doesn't get the drop. Defensive rebound. Chance to run. Ulvina indoor. Will skip it. Goes back inside, getting it deep. Inside out. Extra pass. Ulvina for three is no good. Indoor just owns the glass. Indoor has to settle for the three. Got it!
I think when it comes to really Spanish offense or defense, at the moment it's just one player.
And Great Britain's resilience against the pressure really being challenged now. 1:17 to go in the third. The physicality stepping up. Great slip. And Nichols will take the easy two.
Again, when the defender can, when the offensive players can read defensive move, it's just a great, nice, easy slip.
Indoor comes up with a deflection. And Great Britain will have 10 seconds to advance it. For how physical this quarter has become, both teams have only 2 team fouls.
Yeah, that is a good point.
And both teams now looking at the official going, well, I just have no idea what you're calling.
I think it's quite inconsistent, and I think as a player you really want the consistency. You don't really mind if there is a bad call or something, but all you're asking for is the consistency, and we haven't really seen that.
So Sheridan Green will inbound for Great Britain with a full team reset. Monkinana will be the release option, guarded by Jill, who will struggle to get outside the keyway. Leadham. Ulvina again in stance, playing defense. Leadham has to step through and float one. And we got a whistle on the play, another whistle. Everyone's looking around, and
That's been great defensive stance from Movina.
Ovina's playing great defense, but again, neither coach nor the 5-10 players on the floor understand what the call is. Spain with the 2-point lead. Great Britain with the ball on the end line with a 14-second reset. Laura Nichols comes in indoor, gets the most deserved rest of anybody. She has been phenomenal with her 19 points personal. Leadham, who won't back down here, go on baseline. And they're going to say stepped out of bounds. She stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I think Movina does a great job on her feet right now, covering and predicting where Joe Leadham is going to attack.
Physicality, the name of the game in the third quarter, and Spain with the 2-point lead. Gathas just goes hard. Monkina just takes it off her. I can't really see how that isn't one either. Leadham just about hangs on with the basketball. Nichols, what a great job defensively. Green in the post with Gill. Fills the double team, inside, outside. Monkina for three is short. Green's on the glass. It's a battle, and that's the best way to describe this one. Dominguez stops, pops the three.
And in.
Everybody's up that's supporting Spain, and they go into the end of the third on a little run that takes them to a full